So we're now 3/4 of the way through your residency, about a month until showtime. How do you feel? What are you thinking about at this point in the residency?
How do I feel? I mean, I feel good. I feel really good about progress and the process. That I feel good about my cast. I feel like they've taken it very seriously, which they should, and they've committed to the work. I also, looking at the work itself, like not looking at the process has been great, but looking at the product, I think it's terrible. I think it's absolutely terrible, which is not what I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be great. So,
Does this work feel like an opportunity to refine something you've been working on, a style of work, of working, or does it feel like a real experiment into something new?
it's both. In that most of my work recently hasn't been process-oriented, so I'm kind of like re-establishing my techniques with directing and being involved in the process. So it's like a revisiting, and then hopefully a refining, and then also it's just a bold experiment in that I am not used to working this way right now. So it's both experimental and refining at the same time. I'm not necessarily interested in innovation of content. Ultimately, content, I think, is unimportant. So, I just took things I liked from other people's work. At a point in the art world or performance making, I think the idea of innovation is pointless, right? So I'm not trying to innovate necessarily with the content that I'm choosing. I'm just trying to make a beautiful thing, which is now a terrible thing.
Have the work in progress showings been helpful, and how do you feel going through that process?
The work in progress showings have been, I think, more helpful to like the community that surrounds CounterPULSE than to me, because no one is watching the work as an audience member. They're watching the work as a critic or as an artist who like wants to further the work, and I'm not making the work for those people. I'm making the work for an audience. I don't know right now whether or not Masterwork is still an apt name for it. But I'm hoping that in its terribleness, it will be masterful. You know, like I don't know that I've made, I know, you know what, I know that I haven't made the beautiful thing I wanted to make, and I know that it's just a terrible, terrible thing. So now my job is to make it the worst thing I could, and then it will still live up to its name of being a masterwork. Yeah, it's terrible. And I'm not sorry.